And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Empyrion, Galactic Survival. Alright, I have got a bunch of stuff done here. We are progressing pretty quickly with the friendly help that I've been getting. It's very nice to be able to get the base up and running this quickly. Got the guns up and running. They have been defending us pretty consistently. And so now I have some window blocks built. And I'm going to use my trusty old drone here to get these up and running. So, the first thing you want to do if you make a farm is you want to make sure that it's airtight, and that you really need to cover up all the ground. So this underneath here is going to be all covered up, and then it's going to leave the spot above for the farming plots. Now, farming plots actually use cobalt, so that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate thing. But right in here, we're going to have windows, because I like putting windows in my farm. It's not required, but it's nice. So I'm going to do a window corner for these two corners. You want 2 windows, or at least 2 blocks high. So we're going to go over here and over here, and we're going to put the nice 2x2 around on this side. So let's get these going. So 3 there, 1, 2, 3, and then we want a vertical 2x2 there. So along the outside here, we're going to have the same sort of thing. Oh, of course. Of course I do that. I'm going to have to rotate this to see where it is. There we go. You can see the block that you need to point at to place it. It gives you that green line. And then the 1 block vertical slit there. So this is 2. If you're doing the farms, you're going to want a 3x3 with 1 grow light above, and so this is 5 of those by 2 times 2. So lots and lots of food can be made in this little setup. Oh, look at that. We're gonna merge that right in, and I'm not sure if that is going to be airtight or not. So one of the things I like to do is put a window here. It's kind of a waste, but I think that'll work out fine. And then in here, we're going to want concrete blocks to cover the windows this way. This will make these airtight, because it gets, it gets pretty cold at night on the surface, and you don't want your plants dropping in temperature. You can grow them outside, but again, you will likely have a bunch of plants die because they just cannot deal with the cold at all. And once they're dead, they're dead. There's no getting them back. So we're gonna try to build this out here. I like to round off my corners, and then we can paint and texture them however we want. There we go. Something like that. And the corners get the corners. So 1 there. And And one there. Now I've got supports in here. You're gonna want to support it. You can't span this whole thing without some supports, because structural integrity, that is definitely a thing. So I actually can turn on structural integrity, the overview here, and show you how this looks. So you can see the integrity kind of dropping as I go here. And then let's build off from this side a little bit. So every block you go out that isn't directly supported, you're going to lose a little bit of that integrity. I built this design many times, so I know it's good. You want to be careful. Okay, so you got that integrity going. There we go. That's one side done. See if we have enough concrete to actually finish this off. Oh, it looks like that. See, that's not supported. You can tell that is not supported. So I need to go down here and put a support on that. So now that whole line is now supported. So that's good. So you can see it's being supported from this side now. So this is getting pretty close. They turn red. So we're well supported in here. And that's really the purpose of this build. So now you should have a pretty consistent pattern on the top, depending on how you do your supports. But as you can see, we've got the cannons up here. And they've all been firing, so all of our attacks have been coming from this direction. So the drone base is somewhere over there. Not sure where it is yet, but it's somewhere over there. Okay, so now, as you can see, we've got this whole area in here ready to go. The one thing, not fall. The one thing that you're gonna want is something I don't have on me. I know I crafted it, so let me go grab it. I can turn off the structural integrity thing. There we go. Should have, there's the ventilator. So you're going to want a ventilator and an O2 tank. So there's the O2 tank. They don't need to be connected, or just needs to be on the same grid. And then my ventilator, I keep falling off here. Okay. Ventilator goes right there. So once we have some oxygen, which I think we do somewhere. Let's see if we have any oxygen tanks yet. Nope. Oh, there's some. So take the O2 bottles. And you can do this from the control panel, or you can do it directly like this. So that fills that up, and then what you do, come in here. Now this is not airtight yet, because if you have natural blocks showing, so natural terrain, it's not going to be airtight. So FYI, be very cautious about that. I'm not even sure. Not even sure it's wise to have little bits like this done. trying to hide. There we go. Oh, there's some over here. And you won't drill into your base at all. The drill won't do any damage to your blocks. Yeah, little bits and pieces. I'm not sure if that's good enough. There we go. So that is one section completely covered. Oh, we have a little sliver right there. So that's one section covered. This one over here, it's a whole another monster because we have. This is kind of going down into the water, so just sort of covering this up. All right. So now somebody has been taking out some. Okay, let's let the jetpack recharge. All right. So somebody has been grabbing some wood. Let's see if there's any wood around. Not seeing any in there. There's some wood. So if we go to blocks, should have wood blocks. So yeah, we've got planks. Let's see if we can build these up a little bit. See, it's airtight equals true. That's the important thing right there, is airtight equals true. Wow, how many wood planks do we get? I don't use wood all that often in my builds. Wow, you get 40 apiece. That's pretty good. So I'm going to grab these. We're going to go try to fill in some more of the floor here. So you can see we got. You want to make sure they're supported underneath. That's a big thing. And then we're going to cover all of this. There we go. Should be 9 across. So we should have 1 left after I place this one. 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, it's 6 across. I'm sorry. 6 across. All right. So once it's airtight, you're going to want to turn on your oxygen. Is it over here? Oh, it's over here. 64 more of these babies ready to go. I think that'll probably round us out. Now the thing with the farming plots is they require cobalt alloy, and cobalt is no longer on your starting planet, no longer on Akua. So you have to actually go to the moon to do that. And we've got Kondomize helping us out. He's got a pretty basic small vessel going, and yeah, it's going to help us out. It's going to help us out a lot. So I'm going to put the wood blocks in here. I'm going to put the window blocks I didn't use in here. So this room should be airtight now. Okay, so now if we go to the control panel, we can turn oxygen on. Oh, yeah, something isn't right. Something isn't right. Okay, let's try this. Okay, and see if that. The other thing it might be is there's not enough oxygen in that tank to actually pressurize this room. So that can be a problem. Now the other thing that we're going to want is something on the ceiling here to drop down one block, because the growing plots will go here. Okay, the plants are going to go in this block. This block space right here, this is where those lights have to be. So we got to drop this down here a little bit. And to do that, I usually use the simple truss blocks to get that done. So if we go to building blocks, you can see truss blocks large. I want a few of these. I'm going to need, let's see, 5, 10, 15, I'm going to need at least 20 of these. So let's make 30 just because. And let's go see where our oxygen and stuff is. See if we can't grab a little bit more of that. Oh, there they are over here. Okay, so these are water generators here. Getting those water jugs. So here's a ton of O2 bottles. All right, so far so good. All right, so if we come in here and we completely fill this up, and then we try to turn oxygen on. Yeah, see, oxygen isn't turning on still. So that tells me we either need another O2 tank. There's my truss blocks. So let's go to devices, new oxygen tank. Because it should be airtight in there now. But you need so much oxygen in order to pressurize something. So we're going to come over here. We're going to throw another O2 tank up on top. And that now we should have 50%. Fill it up even more. Now let's see if we can turn it on. There it is. So you can see, yeah, you used way over 50%. So let's fill that back up. And now that that's full, we can put the extra O2 bottles in there. And now this room is oxygenated, and you know, it'll maintain that atmosphere, no problem. I'll do a circular, there it is. Okay, so we want these right there, and I believe, yep, right there. So this is a 3x3 area that it'll cover, and this is a 3x3. So now you want to move one of these 2 blocks out. So there's a 3x3 there, there's a 3x3 there. And you can build this however you want. You can design the inside here, you can colorize it and texture it, you can make it all look glorious. For now, I'm worried more on functionality than form. So I'm going to focus on function, and then we'll look at form. And then maybe in the future we'll build that capital ship that I designed at the tail end of last series for, you know, more food, because that thing has like 360 grow plots on it, and that's a lot of food. That's a lot of food creation. All right, so now we have those in place. I could put the grow lights on there, but I'm gonna resist doing that, because those things, you know, if you put the grow lights on, well, they're gonna take power. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful about how much power we're gonna consume with this process. Okay. So naturally I have 10 of these truss blocks left, so I'm gonna pop those in there. I've got 3 light blocks. Is there a light? Yeah, see, there's a light back here. Some of the guys have been putting lights in and around the area, which is okay. Because it gets pretty dark. Pretty dark. Alright, so you can see now our farm is good to go. And I can extend this out. I've got the pillars in there. We can extend this platform out. But that is all enclosed and ready for farming. So the other thing we can do is we can go grab the farm plots from the old farm. And if we look right up here, the old farm, I want to... Where's my motorbike? There it is. Let's head up to the old farm. Be wary of any creatures or whatever around. Oh, come on, you can do it, motorcycle. I have faith. There we go. Can't do slopes very well, but it's kind of derpy. Oh, yeah. So here's my old farm. Whoa, stop. Always pick up your motorbike when you're done with it, by the way. Okay, so we have the farm plots that are over here. We have 2 of them. 2 whole farm plots. I'm going to disassemble. Make sure you're in disassemble. If you own the block, if you own it, you can disassemble it. And you should get the growing plot back. So, there we go. And let's grab this grow light as well. Why not? Why not? I think everybody has moved most everything from this spot. The food is all gone. Oh, we've got some saplings and stuff here. So I'm going to grab those. The ammo box is out. So yeah, everything in here, you know, I moved out of this pretty fast. So thanks to everybody who has helped so far. It has been a huge boon to my sanity not to have to go through all of this again. So I'm gonna grab like 900. I think that should give me 9 or so. Grab a little bit of extra power. This really doesn't need any power anymore. So I'm gonna grab the fridge from this and all that kind of stuff too. Let's just make sure. There's a fridge. And cargo box. And I can grab the ammo box. A ventilator. Excellent. Alright, so yeah, this really doesn't need anything else. There's an extra cargo box I can grab. And there's an O2 tank over here that I think is empty yet. So that just saves on some materials. So weird, this POI is weird. It's got a weird assortment of blocks on it. I don't know why. You got bricks, and you got steel, and then you got trusses, and you got wood. Not sure why that is. It's kind of weird. But the other thing I want to do is go over. Yeah, we got a few things. I'm gonna go drop these things off because I want to go over to that Crash Titan, and I want to start. I want to get in there and get some of those advanced materials, so we can progress in the system here. We can progress in our map because we need some of the advanced materials that you can scavenge from all of those things. Raptor's angry. And here we go down. Oh yes. The motorbike does not like to go down hills going forward, so it prefers going down hills backwards. For reasons. can see, we've got quite a base going on down here. So yeah, the nighttime is coming in, so I kind of want to hit that crash Titan as soon as day breaks. So we will pick up the next episode right at day breaks, and I'll be over at the Titan, and we'll start. Well, we need to hunt for the core first, and then once we have that, we'll be able to, you know, make some progress, because we need to upgrade one of these assemblers, and we'll get some of those advanced materials from that crashed Titan. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.